Okay, so thank you for the question. So basically, um, these few days that we had here at ITMA has been impressive, I would say. Unexpected with the current global situation. You could see many customers who visited our booth and from different countries globally, unexpected, and very interested in knowing about new innovations. Basically, what I see is customers are planning for the next steps in the next future. What are the new developments? What are the new innovations? And this is the frequent asked questions. Automation, what are we offering, and things like that. So I have a feeling after the COVID, basically this is one of the biggest exhibitions, and this is one of the door openers for many customers globally who could not travel to come and see what are the new innovations and what they can improve in their production lines and in their factories in textiles and in the apparel sector. So yeah, so if you walk into our booth, you will see many new developments that we have in all our divisions. And in new innovations, we try to be very close to our machine builders like Santoni, Manki, and we try to develop needles that is more sustainable, more efficient in the machines. That because now more and more customers globally are asking for better productivity, quicker lead times, and to offer these lead times, machines have to run at very high speeds, and to maintain these speeds, you need to have very precision, sustainable innovation. That means if you take a needle, it's pretty like you take it like a small thing. We have to, with all these machine speeds, we have to make the needle very flexible, very sustainable, strong to withstand these machine speeds. So therefore, we do a lot of innovations like LC Max and special kinds of developments we produce for the knitting part, circular knit, flat knit. Also on the sewing part, we do new innovations. And this is always, every single day, Groz-Beckert is striving towards these goals to bring new innovations for our customers globally. Basically, if you take the Middle East, also is a growing market now, because number one, Middle East was only focusing on oil, but now they are looking into other areas, and those areas are manufacturing. And if you take, for instance, like Saudi Arabia, are thinking of opening up textile factories and apparel factories. It's becoming very famous there now. And they are pushing in for these textile and apparel factories. Also, if you take Dubai, everybody will ask, why Dubai? What is there? There is no apparel factories. But if you take, of course, Dubai is a hub where they do a lot of exports into the African country via marine. So this is also a growing market for textile and apparels. But if you take globally, Africa itself is very interesting. Since lately, Africa is growing. They are finding new ways and opportunities in Africa to grow this market of textile and apparels. They have seen the value of growing their own cotton and using their own cotton for their own industry to develop. Currently, most of their cotton was shipped into other countries, basically having not a lot of cotton left behind for them to produce their own garments for their own industry. They have seen the value of this, and now if you take, for instance, Ethiopia, Kenya, South Africa, all these countries are thinking of opening up textile industries and going into apparel also at the same time. They are looking into buyers globally to invest in Africa. I know certain buyers are looking into Africa and also invest in Africa, into textiles and into apparel. My estimation for Africa is, in another 5 years, this market is going to be one of the most interesting markets globally for apparel manufacturers and textile manufacturers. Number one, labor is free available, and labor cost globally is going up, whereas in Africa it is very, very available freely. The only problem in Africa is the knowledge and the ability to run and to understand about the textile industry, but this is growing and this will come in the future, and it's an industry that you need to focus on. And we have had many African countries visiting the ITMA too. We had many delegations from the African countries opening up new factories in these countries in Africa, and I have a big feeling that this is the next future for the textile and apparel industry. The carbon footprint is the most important thing globally for any customer. This is, I think everybody is striving towards this goal. So sustainability is the most important thing nowadays in Europe, and globally everybody is focusing on it. Number one, Groz-Beckert is giving sustainability the highest priority. Energy, emission, we are trying to reduce our emission as much as possible at Groz-Beckert.